Well, fellas, welcome to the James. Just got to my first spot here. Can I catch one? Let's see how he is. We're looking for 12 inches today. 12 and an 8. That would keep. Made the long trip up from North Carolina this afternoon after work. Try to get a few hours in, get some good experience in. So I came right to one of my spots where I've always caught them, pull up to it. About my 4th cast in, I catch one. So that's a good sign. See if we can get on anything this week. Better one, fellas. Man, that's a I mean, look. It ain't a mega fish, but I pull up to this spot and in about 5 minutes I catch 2 keepers. One of them that is all over. 2 1/4 pounds. That's not a bad James River fish right there. So again, this is a spot that I have fished for years now. 4 years I have fished this exact spot. If you've seen any of my videos, this looks familiar. And it's just good to know I can come here and these fish are kind of still right here. Now, I've fished the James River for, again, 4 years, and I've never weighed in a limit here. But I've had some really great practices. And this apparently is the start of what hopefully is a good practice. Kidding me? Again, I know it's not a giant. Oh no. Hold on, we're gonna get you back in here. Another keeper though. Wow. This is stupid. This is stupid. Oh man, I thought the hooks were gonna get in me. All right, that's a 3, but that's one just pushing 3. That is insane. Look how skinny he is. God knows, man. Pull up on this spot and they are here. Holy smokes, this fish. Oh my God. Let's talk about it. Oh my goodness, man. I've been here before. I have been here before. Come out here, just hoping to find something. Pull up on a spot and they're obviously here. That's 4 fish, right? Yeah, that's 4 fish in like 6 or 7 minutes. Wow, man. It can't be that easy. I just can't be. I'll tell you, coming off a freaking high rock where I couldn't even buy a bite, and I can come up here and get bit that quickly, feels good. Wow, that is insane. I don't need to throw on it no more, man. I really don't. I'm gonna kind of bypass around this and see if I can find something else, I guess, down the way. God. off. Did you see that? Did you see that? How big do you think that thing was? Oh. That's at least 4 pounds, boys. That's at least 4 pounds. I wasn't even playing them right, you know, I was just bull crap. That's why you switch out your stock hooks too, by the way. Yeah, wait. Hey, yay. I would say we're done for the day. Yeah, we are done for the day. It's a 4 pound class fish, boys. I like the one I jumped off earlier. Yep. Look at his gut. He ain't been eating much. Let's get her back in. Man, that feels good, huh? Yeah. That feels real good. That's gonna do it for today for sure. I'm not gonna throw anything else. It's getting close to dark. Man, get this backlash out of here. I could not ask for a better way to start practice. Caught a 3, caught a 4, caught a couple 2s. I caught some small fish. I've only caught 1 fish I don't think wouldn't have been a keeper. I think I've caught 9 altogether, something like that. When I started, the tide was completely low and rising, and I caught them really good at that time. It is all the way high now, and I usually struggle when it's completely high, but there's still, the wind's blowing. I mean, there's probably some wind noise, but the wind is blowing right through here, so there's still a little bit of a current. As you can see, there's a decent ripple on the water, but it's completely high tide now, and if the wind wasn't blowing, it'd be slack. But that's 2 fish that I've caught on a crankbait, kind of over top of some grass flat, and they were both pretty good. So that is something to keep in the back of my mind for sure. So yeah, I'm not gonna make another cast. I'm gonna shoot on back up to Jordan Point, put it back on the trailer, and figure out what we want to do tomorrow. I mean, this has been a good start for practice here. Cranking, a little bit of worming, a little bit of flipping and pitching. I did not get bit on my flipping bait like I felt like I should. I fished a lot of laydowns and I just could not get bit on that little beaver. So we're gonna have to do some work on. I think I caught 1 on it. We're gonna have to do some work on that beaver. Maybe play with the weight a little bit, go heavier or lighter, and see if we can dial that in. There's no reason I can't get bit on a beaver off of laydowns around here. So we're gonna try to, you know, dial that in a little bit tomorrow. And I think maybe I found a little bit of quality in this little spot I'm in now. Definitely had a little bit of quality where I started at today. I fished a lot of history today, and history kind of paid off. It's really good to know that I've been fishing the same stuff for 4 years, and that stuff is still, you know, producing fish for me. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Appreciate you guys watching today. Well, good morning. Back at it bright and early again. Every time I come to Richmond, every time I come to the James, I'm I'm a historical guy. I like history. It's my favorite subject. But this place, this is one of those places you go where you're like, man, if these river banks could talk, imagine the stories they could tell. And it really is. It really is one of the most historical relevant fisheries or rivers in the nation. So much has happened here on this river. So I always think about that when I come here. My full name is Jeffrey Lee Davis Jr. It doesn't get a whole lot more southern than that. I think a lot of people would argue Richmond was the heart of the South, you know, 160 years ago or whatever. So anyway, I always think about that when I come here. But as far as the fishing goes, I was thinking about something laying in bed last night. I fished a rising tide all day, but during the actual tournament, the tide's gonna be dropping all day. So we're fishing today in conditions and tidal conditions that are more gonna resemble what's gonna be happening on Saturday. So we I don't know, I've at least found some areas again, or have some confidence in some areas again that have some fish. Whether they're there when I get there Saturday, I don't know. What I'm really wanting to try to find is 10 or 12 places I can rotate throughout the whole day, and just keep rotating and keep rotating and keep rotating until I can actually catch those spots at the right time when the tide is just right on them. So I feel like this tidal fishery is a lot about timing. So if I can find 10, 12 spots I can rotate throughout the day, to be sure I can hit one of those just the right time. As you saw yesterday, you pull up to the right spot, you could get healthy really quick. I mean, there was one spot I pulled up on yesterday, I caught 4, bang, 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 really quick. So we're gonna try to find some more spots today and see what happens. Ellis. Oh man, it is 9:30 and I just got my first bite of the day, and a 9-incher. Hopefully he makes it. Should make it. It ain't been great. That was my first bite of the day. I've been out here for about 3 hours. I've been fishing a lot of brand new stuff. A lot of brand new stuff. This dock looks really good with the current coming through it, under it, around it, whatever. But as far as trying to find 10 or 12 waypoints I can cycle, yeesh, I ain't really found that. That's pretty cool. I think it's a big one still. Now let me tell you about what just happened. So I'm fishing along, and I'm all of a sudden right in the middle of this ditch, I see one that blows up on top. Maybe chasing a little minnow or something. I throw over there with that little brush hog. About 2 pounds. I throw over there with that little brush hog, and he chases the brush hog and busts on it right by the boat. You probably saw it. Then like I threw over there with a backed off, threw over there with a crankbait, about 3 casts, and he ate it. So that's what I'm talking about. Those are aggressive fish, and those are the kind you're looking for. So this is definitely a spot where I'm going to want to, you know, when I've talked about 10, 12 spots we rotate, this is definitely a spot. We're about halfway through the low tide, so I need to keep that in the back of my mind. But there's definitely, I caught 2 fish, one off this laydown out here, small, maybe not even a keeper. It might have been 12. Then the 2-pounder right there in the middle. So, makes me feel a little better. But overall, it's been pretty tough, man. Been pretty tough. We've been fishing high tide all day. Generally, it's better at low tide. Got one on there. There's a guy right behind me. Feels really good. Totally okay with that. Totally okay with that. Did you see that? That was at least a 3-pounder. At least a 3-pounder. I just caught up. You can't tell, but there's a ditch right there. And there's a fella right there in a Phoenix. I'm totally okay with that fish coming off. Not running stock hooks. I'm running these damn I mean, I am running stock hooks. I'm running whatever came on this crankbait. All right, it's really good. Tide starts moving, we start getting bit, and that's another waypoint. Mark it and move. Definitely need to talk about this. You guys didn't see, but earlier this morning, probably about, oh, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 8:30, long time ago. And it was really closer to high tide. Small keeper. I fished and 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 I fished that lay down right there you're looking at. Never got bit. Never, not even a sniff. And that was like my second cast on it, and I got bit on it. So that just goes to show, man, it's all about timing on this place. That's all about timing. That's all it is. Right place, right time, and you can win out here. Now you got to put in the work to find the spots, but still, right place, right time. It's all about timing here. Fellas, look at this skinny little fish. This I ain't never seen a bass look like this before. Damn, annihilated it too. Look at this fish. That is a weird looking bass. That bass is hungry. There ain't no food in here for y'all. Look at that. Is that not a weird looking fish? But listen, man, I went back out to the main river. I fished every lay down I could see. I fished some stuff kind of offshore, some stuff most people won't even know is there. I fished some docks. I ain't do much, but I come right back in here where this grass is. I promise you that was about my 3rd cast, and I catch one. Yeah, I believe these fish are in the grass. And it's low tide too. You can see behind me, it's really low. So I caught a couple of quality fish yesterday in the grass. Caught one today in the grass that got off. I caught a chunky 2-pounder in the grass that got off. It's just looking like it's a grass bite. Well, ain't much to him. Hey, he ate it. man, he's bleeding. He ate it good. Killing him. At least put it this way, I'll give him a chance. Small keeper though. In the grass. Off a lay down. I think that's going to do it today, boys. It is fairly obvious I'm getting a few more bites in the grass. It don't look like it right now, but that fish came out of grass too. It's low tide, can't move down. So I'm fishing submerged grass that you can barely see. So no giants today, but I caught some fish. I caught some keepers. And got them to eat a swimming worm. That's pretty cool, huh? I didn't anticipate throwing that, but I went to Florida in like January or February. I was like, and I fished a little grass. I was like, well, there's a lot of grass in here. Let me try to swim a worm through that, or through this, like I did that. So anyway, that's Thursday. I'm done. It's only 1:30. But I've fished through the tides that we're going to be fishing on tournament day. So even if I was to really smoke them again this afternoon like I did yesterday afternoon, I don't feel like I don't know, I just want to practice during the actual tidal windows that the tournament's in. So that's why I'm kind of calling it a little short. Not a terrible day, certainly. I think I might have had a limit of fish. I don't know how many I caught. What was that, 10, 12? Were you guys counting? So not terrible. It's definitely not my worst day out here, and so I'm always grateful to be able to catch a few. See what happens tomorrow. Well, it's tournament eve. Got one more day left out here. We've got an okay practice so far. Hasn't been terrible. I generally do have okay practices up here. It's just, you know, tournament day, the wheels fall off. As I've said previously, I've never caught a limit out here, but I've definitely caught some quality fish in practice before tournaments, and I've caught some decent fish here last couple of days. We're still looking to try to find 10 to 12 spots I can just kind of rotate throughout the day. I don't have 10 or 12, so we're going to try to find a couple more spots today. We're not going to fish too long. No use in sticking a bunch of fish today. 1 or 2 bites today will be nice. Quality bites will be nice. And you see how it goes. Going to fish completely new water and see what happens. So we're going to get started shooting down the river today. Ate that so hard, I thought it was a really good one. Them old Gamakatsus. He ate that really hard. He started running with it. I'm in the back of a creek. It's high tide. Completely high. It's getting to the point where it wants to turn, and I'm anticipating the bite picking up here soon. What time is it? I think it's about 8:30. Not quite. Hey man, I just got this nice little text message from the BFL, from the MLF I mean. Let me read this to you. The health department has issued a statement about the sewage spill on the James River. They are urging caution, but are not restricting fishing at this time. A sewage spill? So I did some Googling real quick, and I found out there was a sewage spill in Goochland. First of all, where the hell is Goochland? What kind of name of a city is that? Then I went and looked up where Goochland was, and it's way up the river. So So that means all that stuff's gonna be pouring down here. It's already down here, I guess. That's insane, man. A sewage spill? It's hard to imagine that not affecting the fishing, especially up near launch ramp. So, man, sewage spill. Live scope. Here's this quit. There's this stump. I guess it's a stump down there in like 4 foot of water. I saw him swimming around. Let's see if he'll measure. At least I caught a keeper. 2 keepers today. Good Lord, 12 1/4. Look out. Caught that on my car lake rig. I've been looking for a jig bite. I only got one.
So 49. Thank you, 49. I'll on out.
Black buzz frog?
Yeah.
Oh, son of a Got another one?
Little one.
Damn. Got a fish cleaner than that. I don't think he's measured that. I don't know if he'll measure. He wants to flop out the boat. If it's 12, it's right on 12, I can tell you that. 12 1/4. In the box he goes. Big fish at? Ain't no way it's 12. Ain't no way. I mean, I'm making them touch, but I'm telling you, there's not a hair that I gotta press down a little bit. I'm barely making them touch. I ain't got nothing to lose by keeping them, I don't reckon. No. I'm gonna pull this fish out anyway.
Put them in the box.
I'm talking about there ain't a hair. There ain't a hair to give on him. He shrinks at all. I'm talking about 0.84 pounds. Pulling now. Huh? Pulling now. I kind of want to make a milk run in here, so I'm gonna make a few casts, move, make a few casts, move, okay?
Cool. Just let me know when you're ready to move.
Kidding me? Look at this big thing. That's a heck of a crappie.
Yeah, it's good size.
Eating a jig? Get out of here.
There it is. Please be a good one.
Huh?
I said, please be a good one.
Let's keep. Sure. See, glad we stayed for you.
Huh?
So I'm glad we stayed for you.
Thank you.
I'm about to jack them up. Beat it. Boom. Yeah, we about to jack them up. Ooh, he's fast.
I don't want to know.
He's 2 pounders.
Jeez.
I damn tried the horse one. It's alright, that's good, that's good. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. Stay down. You're in here. In here.
Go. Come out the mouth of that creek.
About to get dialed in on them. About to get dialed in. Ain't much to it, but it's a keeper, huh? 1.1 pounds.
Keep doing it though, you'll run into.
I know. They're in here. There's 4 pounders in here. Caught 2 in here in practice. 3. 2 4s and a 3. 3. Stood up there. What is that? Something damn fire. Damn perch. Maybe I need to be throwing that color. What do you think? 12 inches? 11 inches? Oh, another one that's right on it, man. I mean, right on it. That is. Let's see. I'm working on a 5 pound limit, dude. I ain't playing.
Hey, you take what you get.
I mean, that is insane in the membrane. 0.77, dude. I'm gonna weigh it in. Hopefully I can call it out. Golly. Guy right in front of me. It's alright, we'll push behind him for a minute, man. I don't mind fishing behind anybody. I don't see anybody doing what I'm doing. Look at that, right behind him. I told you. Am I about to get my limit? I think so. Told you I don't mind fishing behind people because ain't nobody doing what I'm doing. They're dragging worms and stuff. Although maybe there's a bigger bite by doing that, I don't know.
What is that, a 1.0?
Yeah. Man, I got a 5 fish limit.
That's 6 pounds.
This is unreal. 476. Can you believe that? 5 fish limit for 476.
Damn.
What was it? You see it?
That was a fish. That was a good one though. Balance beam.
I don't think he's 12. Yeah, I don't think he's 12 for me.
He's 11 and 7/8 is what that is. Is it?
Yeah.
That's a better one. That's a good call.
Oh, okay. He must know me. I can make some substantial upgrades if they'll start eating. Well, I'll tell you this, it's the first time I've ever weighed in a limit here.
Really?
4 years is my first limit.